What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Monday, December the 4th. We got the first two in-season quarterfinal matchups on the schedule. The Celtics in Indiana taking on the Pacers, and we got the Pelicans in Sacramento taking on the Kings. We're going to do a deep dive in both of these games, break them down, do some analysis, try to find an edge, and come up with some winners. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Let's go. Up first, we got the Celtics in Indiana taking on the Pacers. Boston, 4.5-point road favorites. I also had them favored by 4.5. Boston 15-4 on the year, first place in the Eastern Conference, 4 wins in their last 5 games, on an uptrend, playing well. Kristaps Porzingis not going to be available for this game. He's already been ruled out. He's missed the team's last few games, so it won't really affect the way the team has been operating lately. The Pacers 10-8 on the year, just 2 wins in their last 5. We've talked about the Pacers plenty of times, guys. Very inconsistent ball club. Run and gun basketball has its ups and its downs. When they're hitting their shots, they're having fun getting wins. When they're not, they're losing. Just 2 games above 500. Now, the Boston Celtics, they are 6-4 on the road. The Pacers 6-5, 1 game above 500. I did take a look at what the Pacers have done so far at home, the opposition. They haven't really played against anybody that great so far, guys. The Indiana Pacers, the only team, the Milwaukee Bucks, that they won by 2. They beat the Bucks by 2. That was early in the season when the Bucks were still trying to figure things out. That's their only real tough competition. The rest of their games, they've been against the Bulls. Of course, they beat the Cavs. That was the beginning of the year when they had a bunch of injuries. The Hornets, Spurs, Utah, Portland, Detroit, Toronto, no real powerhouses. They haven't really been tested at home, is what I want to say. They've played once so far this year. That was in Boston Garden. Boston demolished them 155-104. Of course, Tyrese Halliburton was not in that game. He was injured, but still a 51-point beatdown in Boston. Of course, Indiana's going to have that in the back of their minds, but will they be able to do anything about it? In my opinion, they won't. I'm going to be riding the Celtics in this game. I think they're really invested in this in-season tournament. I'm going to put them here as the 4.5 points. I'm grabbing them right now. Boston minus 4.5. In the last game of the group stages, when they were playing against the Chicago Bulls, they won that game 124-97, needed a win, and they needed a win with a huge difference. If you didn't know the in-season tournament rules, you think they were making a mockery of the game. They kept fouling Andre Drummond, hoping that he would keep missing free throws. He did, and they kept running up the score even though it was a blowout. They had their starters in late in the game. They achieved their goal. They got the big difference and advanced. I think they want to take advantage of this in-season tournament. I think they want to go all the way. A very top-heavy team that do have a lot of players on their roster that don't make a lot of money. I'm sure they'd want to get the win for their players as well. I think Boston is very serious. I'm going to take him here with the 4.5. In our second game, we got the Sacramento Kings at home taking on the Pelicans. Sacramento 4-point home favorites. I had them favored by 3. The Pelicans 11-10 on the year, just 2 wins in their last 5 games. 3-6 on the road, not a good road team. The good news for the Pelicans is that they're going to be pretty much at full strength. They got CJ McCollum back recently, also Trey Murphy. They didn't play in their last game against the Bulls. 6-point loss just a couple of nights ago. They will be available for this game. Speaking of that game against the Bulls, guys, I'm going to play you this clip that I ran into on Twitter with Zion Williamson. Check this video out.
To get right to snitching. Anyways, now it's time to get to the part y'all been waiting for, man. So as I'm waiting for these players, I see my guy Zion, y'all, and I heard this man talk to the Chicago Bulls assistant and tell him that he wants to go play for them. If y'all don't believe me, man, here's the footage itself. This man's teammate heard that y'all want to get right to snitching.
Now, obviously, guys, this is not a good look for Zion. I'm sure there's going to be some tampering fines for the Chicago Bulls assistant. Not a good look for Zion. I'm sure if his teammates run into this, the front office runs into it, they're going to have some questions. This is a little bit, I think it is a little bit of controversy going into this game. We'll see, though, guys. But the New Orleans Pelicans, anyways, 3-6 on the road, have been underachieving 11-10. I did expect them to be better so far this year. The Sacramento Kings, they are 11-7 so far on the season, 4th place in the West. 3 wins in their last 5 games. On a homestand, playing pretty good basketball. Their only loss coming to the Clippers. It was a bad spot for Sacramento. It was the second night of back-to-back for them. They dropped that by 14. Got right back on the saddle in their last game against the Nuggets. 6-point win at home. Now, in this game, guys, Sacramento 4-point favorite. I think New Orleans will draw some love with the points here, the +4. This line actually did open up at 5.5 when it first came out, slowly getting bet down I'm gonna roll with the Sacramento Kings in this game, guys. Over here with the -4. This is gonna be my pick. I like Sacramento home. Like I said, New Orleans not good on the road, and I didn't like that video with Zion. I'm gonna take Sacramento here minus the points. And these are my thoughts and my plays for these first two in-season quarterfinal matchups, taking both Boston and Sacramento in these spots. I think we're going to have a playoff environment in these games where this is not the group stage. We're getting close to the end. These teams are going to go at it. I think Boston and Sacramento recently have been tested, have played playoff basketball. Indiana and New Orleans been away from the playoffs for a few years. I like Sacramento and Boston tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to have the next two games, Milwaukee and New York, Phoenix and LA. We're going to break those down tomorrow. And that's going to be it, guys, for today. I'm going to wrap up this video right here. Good luck on your plays, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Later.